New at 5, a longtime fixture in the heart of Shockoe Bottom is closing its doors. A phone message was the only way customers learned that Wyman's Bakery is going out of business, leaving many patrons wondering why. So we sent our Greg McQuade to look into it. And Greg, what'd you find out?
Well, Zoe, what we found were many surprised Richmonders who depend on Wyman's Bakery for their dough. The Longtime Shockoe Bottom institution pulling the plug on production, leaving some chefs searching for another supplier to fill their bread baskets.
A real bad spot to be in.
They're scrambling at mint.
Wyman's is done.
And not the eggs.
It was a good product at a good price.
The restaurant's bread supplier, Wyman's Bakery, closing for good, leaving a sourdough taste.
And we were supposed to get an order today, and they just didn't even come by. So it kind of leaves us in a bit of a sticky situation.
Randall Detzer, head chef at the Eatery in the Fan, is looking for a new provider of all things bread.
Had a good reputation around town. We like it. You know, it served our purposes well for here.
Someone who picked up the phone at the bakery told me the facility will close Friday. The last loaves will be baked and delivered at the end of the week, and no reason for the closing was given.
Somebody feels that there's more value for that property than what's being used for it right now, and Mr. Wyman has agreed.
Rick Tatnall with Replenish Richmond says he'll miss more than just his neighbor's presence.
Fresh baked bread, it just fills the air and it fills your nose and it just smells great.
Make a whole lot of calls and hope somebody's got bread.
Back at Mint, head chef Randall Detzer says a new supplier will undoubtedly charge more for bread.
This is going to cost us a few $1,000s a year.
Eating the cost will taste as stale as week-old bread.
So I've always tried to support them and what they do, and it's another loss for the community.
Back in 2011, Wyman's was sued by a group of employees for racial harassment and had to pay a total of $17,000 to 2 employees. There's also speculation the closing is linked to a stadium deal in the works in the Bottom. We reached out to the bakery's owner, Alan Wyman, but he hasn't returned our calls. We'll stay on top of the story. I'm Greg McQuade.